Said a voice. Yes, I know, said Leonard Sale, lying there. But what else? Said a voice. I know that, also said Leonard Sale, irritably. He turned cold. His mouth hung open widely. I'm Tyler Bradley, killer of men. I'm brother of Wendilo, destroyer of infidels. What is this place? Asked Leonard Sale, struggling against horror. Once a mighty planet, said Attila Bradley. Once a planet of battles, said Ra of Wendilo. Now dead, said Attila. Now silent, said Lo. Until you came, said Teal. To give us life again, said Lore. You're dead, insisted Leonard Sale, flesh writhing. You're nothing but empty wind. We'll live through you, and fight through you. So that's it, thought Leonard Sale. I'm to be battleground, am I? Are you friends? Enemies, cried Lo. Foul enemies, cried Teal. Leonard smiled, or a victor smile. He felt ghastly. How long have you waited? He demanded. How long is time? 10,000 years? Perhaps. 10 million years? Perhaps. Where are you? Thoughts? Spirits? Ghosts? All of those, and more. Intelligences? Precisely. How did you survive? Sang the chorus far away. Ah, sang another. Army, waiting to fight. Once upon a time, this was Fortierland, a rich planet. And there are two nations, strong nations, led to by strong men. I, Lure, and he, that one who calls himself Tiele. And the planet declined and gave way to nothingness. The peoples and the armies languished in the midst of a great war which had lasted 5,000 years. We lived long lives and loved long loves, drank much, slept much, fought much. And when the planet died, our body withered, and only in time and with much science did we survive. Survive? Wondered Leonard Sale. There is nothing of you. Our minds fool our minds. What is a body without a mind? What is a mind without a body? Laughed Leonard Sale. I've got you there. Admit it, I got you. True, said the cruel voice. One is useless lacking the other. The survival is survival even when unconscious. The minds of our nations, through science, through wonder, survived. But without senses, lacking eyes, ears, lacking touch, smell, and the rest, lacking all those, yes. We are vipers merely, for a long time, until today. And now I'm here, thought Leonard Sale. You are here, said the voice, to give substance to our mentalities, to give us our needed body. I'm only one, thought Sale. Nevertheless, you are of use. I'm an individual, thought Sale. I resent your intrusion. You resent our intrusion? Did you hear him, Ralph? He resents. As if he had a right to resent. Be careful, warned Sale. I'll blink my eyes, and you'll be gone, phantoms. I'll wake up and rub you out. But you'll have to sleep again sometime. Right, Raw. And when you'll do, we'll be here, waiting for you. What do you want? Solidity, mass, sensation again. You can't both have it. We'll find it out between us. A hot clamp twisted his skull. It was as if a spike had been thrust and beaten down between the bivalvular halves of his brain. Now it was terribly clear, horribly, magnificently clear. It was their universe, the world of his thoughts, his brain, his skull, divided into camps, that of lore, that of tale. They were using him. Pennants flung up on a pink night sky. Brass shield cut the sun. Grey animals shifted and came marching in bristling tides of sword, of plum and trumpet. The rushing, the roaring, now the wailing. 10,000 men huddled across the small hidden stage. 10,000 men floated on the shellac in the ball of his eye. 10,000 javelins hissed between the small bone holes of his head. 10,000 jeweled guns exploded. 10,000 boys chanted in his ears. Now his body was riven and extended, shaken and rolled. He was screaming, writhing, the plates of his skull threatened to burst asunder. The gabbling, the shrilling, as across boneplanes of mind and continental vein marrow, through gullies of vein, down his artery, over rivers melancholy, came armies and armies, one army, two armies, swords flashed in sun, bearing down upon each other, 50,000 minds snatching, scrabbling, cutting at him, demanding, using. In a moment, the hard collision, one army, one other, the rush, the blood, the sound, the fury, the death, the insanity. Like signbolts, the army struck. He leapt up, raving. He ran across the desert. He ran and did not stop running. He sat down and cried. He sobbed until his lungs ached. He cried very hard and long. Tears ran down his cheeks and into his upraised, trembling fingers. God, God help me, oh God help me, he said. All was normal again. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The rocks were baked by the sun. He managed, after a time, to cook himself a few hot biscuits, which he ate with strawberry jam. He wiped his stained fingers on his shirt blindly, trying not to think. At least I know what I'm up against, he thought. Oh Lord, what a world! What an innocent-looking world! And what a monster it really is. It's good no one ever exploited it before, or did they? He shook his aching head. Pity them. Whoever crashed it here before, if any ever did. Warm sun, hot rocks, not a sign of hostility, a lovely world. Until you shut your eyes and relax your mind. And the night and the voices and the insanity and the death padded in on soft feet. I'm alright now though, he said proudly. Look at that! He displayed his hand. By a supreme effort of will, it was no longer shaking. I'll show you who in hell's roller here, he announced to the innocent sky. I am. He tapped his chest. To think that thoughts could lie that long, 1,000,000 years, perhaps, all these thoughts of death and disorder and conquest lingering in a innocent but poisonous air of the planet, waiting for real men to give them a channel through which they might issue again in all these senseless favorite ones. Now that he was feeling better, it was all silly. All I have to do, he thought, is stay awake 6 nights. They won't bother me that way. When I'm awake, I'm dominant. I'm stronger than those crazy monarchs and their silly tribes of swarthlingers and shield bearers and horn blowers. I'll stay awake. But can you? He wondered. 6 whole nights, awake. There's coffee and medicine and books and cards. But I'm tired now, so tired, he thought. Can I hold out? Well, if not, there's always the gun. Where will these silly monarchs be if you put a blade through their stage? On the walls of stage? No. You, land or sail, are the small stage, and they the players. And what if you put a blade through the wings, tearing down scenes, destroying cotton, ruining lines, destroy the stage, the place, all if they aren't careful. First of all, he must radio throw out Masterport again. If there was any way they could rush the rescue ship sooner, then maybe he could hang on. Anyway, he must warn them what sort of planet this was. This was innocent seeming spot of nightmare and fever vision. He tapped on the radio key for a minute. His mouth tightened. The radio was that sent through the proper rescue message, received a reply, and then extinguished itself. The proper touch of irony, he thought. There was only one thing to do, draw a plan. This he did. He got a yellow pencil and delineated his 6-day plan of escape. Tonight he wrote, read 6 more chapters of War and Peace. At 4 morning, have a black coffee. And 4:15, take cards from pack and play 10 games of solitaire. This should take until 6:30, when more coffee. At 7 o'clock, listen to early morning programs from Earth, if the receiving equipment on the radio works at all. Does it?